We just finished a workout. You crushed it like you were still a pro, man. Are you still trying to work out to get a contract or what?
Hell no, man. I'm just trying to extend my life, man. It's fun, man. I want to make sure that it extends my life. Not only does it extend my life, I want to make sure that the things I'm doing prolong my life and that I don't get fat. I'm very terrified of getting big. So that's why I work out. I want to make sure that I'm around to, embarrass my kids and put up with whatever my wife has to throw at me.
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's a good mindset, good long-term vision. I love it. So with all that being said, what's the plan? How are you going to keep that up?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because my drive as a football player, I've been working out since I was 8 years old, and I don't know anything else. I'm very competitive by nature, by job description. Mm-hmm. So coming in here every day is not a problem, but it is a serious problem from a standpoint of the challenges that I have to face when I come in here. Because, you knew what to expect. You was playing on Sunday, Thursday, or Monday. There was a goal. Right. There was a short-term goal every week is to beat this team. But now this is a lifetime goal where now you have to beat life. And beating life means handling situational by day. So,
it's all on you.
It's all on me. It's 100% on me. I'm competing against myself, and I've never had to do that. I've always been pitted against other people. So now it's me versus me when I come in this gym. And right now, I really love that. And I've been doing it for, 2 or 3 years now.
Absolutely. So taking that mentality, though, it would probably be beneficial if you actually had a team with you, though, helping you on that path.
Oh, it'll definitely be beneficial. And that's why, I come here because this is team-oriented.
We are your team.
You are my team. You're my community. I love this gym. I just wish that you would open it up to more people because, 5 years?
Yeah, man.
It's been 5 years since you opened up the gym. And what you're doing here is I feel like you should be able to give it to the masses. So, I honestly believe you can help a lot of people if you open this gym up to the public or to, 60, 70 people, 65. I don't know. I don't know what your number would be.
You feel like other people could benefit from having
100%. 100%.
You feel like people have the mentality to be able to change, to actually take that change and actually listen to the team to be able to execute what we're saying?
Yeah, if I can do it, I honestly believe anybody can do it because I absolutely hate working out. All the trainers that I've ever had, I know they are the best trainers that you can have.
True.
Because I absolutely hate them.
True.
I really dislike the work that you guys put me through, but I know it's good for me. I go home, I feel great. I'm able to go up a flight of stairs, not be tired at the end of those flight of stairs. I want to be able to play with my kids and not have aches and pains and bruises and not be able to do that. I've seen, Hall of Famers, all pro, Pro Bowl guys that spend 1 year in the league, guys that spend 20 years in the league, not able to walk, in their older age because, they say, I wish I would have kept working out. They stop working out after they're done, and literally their body go into limbo to where they're not doing anything, and then they try to do something, and it kills them. They blow Achilles here, or they pop a tendon there because they're not used to continuous straining or strengthening those muscles that they did when they were playing.
I'll tell you what, you're convincing me, man. That's inspirational. 2019, one of our big goals is to be able to impact and influence the industry, the general population. Not talking about pro athletes, I'm talking about pro lifers, right?
Right.
And we always talk about, the new day resolution versus the new year resolution.
Yes.
So if you feel like you can get 65 people that have that mentality,
yes,
that have that new day resolution mentality to be able to come in and for us to be able to be their team, to give them all the value that we have in this facility.
Yes.
I'm willing to open that for you, for your audience.
Okay.
But with a caveat. They got to come in here for a month and prove themselves.
Okay.
Right, before they actually become a family member.
I honestly think that I can find 65 people that can do that. That's easy. That's easy.
They're going to add value to you. They're going to add value to each other. All of
it. And this is what's crazy, though. This is why it kind of ticks me off that it took you this long. It took you 5 years to open a gym. What people don't understand, this gym offers jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
It offers boxing.
Yep.
It offers yoga.
Yep.
It offers biking class. It offers a run class.
Yep.
It offers class challenges.
We've got an in-house full-time physician if you need it. We've got athletic trainers. We've got PTs and chiropractors. We've got an organic garden. We've got strength classes. We've got stretch classes. We've got guided and personalized programming design out the yin-yang, whatever you need. We truly have the coaching and the team mentality. It's just going to take a mentality from a client to absorb it and actually execute on it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
And this is another thing that I love about the gym. Celebrities pop in and out of here all the time.
Sure.
Because it's community based.
Absolutely.
And nobody bothers them. That's why I've worked out here for quite some time, because you're just another person. You're literally just another person. Whether it's soccer, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's baseball, you have all walks of life on every level that come through here, and nobody bothers them. Like me, you have Hall of Famers come through here. You have, like, it's crazy.
16 years old to 60, man.
That's what, and it's crazy. Nobody bothers them. And I'm like, yo, this is the gym that people would want to come to, and you're just like, no, I'm not opening it.
Right.
But to get 65 slots, I really appreciate that, because I'm gonna try to fill those 65 spots. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping that they have what it takes to make it through that month to be a part of this family. So I really appreciate that, John. You got me stoked right now, because I know what it is that you do here. And like, by no means do I work for this gym. I know you said you just want to sit down and talk and just get a better feel for me, and like, you know, why I work out. You know, I've been working out here for what, 2-3 years now?
Yeah, 2 years as an actual lifer.
Yes.
But then prior to that, working out with Athlete by Design, Jeremy Boone as a pro.
Yes.
We've seen you throughout
like
your
10 years.
career,
Yeah, like 10 years.
All the way into
12 years.
Where you are now.
Yes.
To be the best person you can be for the longest lifespan you possibly can be. And for me,
that's crazy, dude.
That's inspirational. From the time that I was 20-something years old and saw you on the field with the Panthers.
Yes.
You know, and you hated me. I didn't like you particularly much. The
truth comes out.
We molded our relationship a little bit differently to where I want to be able to continue to build this community, and I'm willing to open it up, because I believe that more people with that mindset, with that mentality, are just going to add value for the other people that are actually in here, and that value add just continues to multiply and makes more accountability, more discipline, and more for everybody else, so that we really can start to impact and influence for the long term. The average person stays in here 40 months, 40 months. That's the average lifespan, only because people actually leave town, or we've only been open for 5 years. So you do the math, and people are actually coming in all the time, and the average lifespan being 40 months, people don't leave once they come in here.
Yeah.
And that's the deal, is because we actually add that value, but we only have room to add a little bit more, a few more people with all that value that we continue to actually pile on, all right?
I got you. So I got a question for you, because I know the fans are going to be like, yo, what does that month entail? Like, what am I going through in that month? Like, day one, I show up. I come in, I sit in your office, I say, hey, you know, I listened to you and Deangelo's interview. I want to be a part of this gym. What do I got to do? What's the protocol after that? So if I swipe up right now, like, and I get, what does that 1 month entail?
I'm going to make it easy on your people, all right? I'm going to actually create a page specifically for this offering. This offering is not going to actually be...
Wow.
Yeah, it's because I only want 65, and I'm not going to open this up to anybody else and everybody else. I'm going to actually just open it up to your people. We're going to make a page so that they can actually jump in and on board to our process. The process from that page is going to be able to come in and purchase that 1 month. Like I talked about, we don't just want them to buy into us, we got to buy into them. So it's kind of an application month. So you've got to prove to me that you can actually be consistent, you are the client that's going to add value, and you're going to take advantage of everything that we're actually trying to give you. So be able to come in, schedule your first, what we call starting point assessment. Our director, Billy, or myself, we'll take you through a full 27-point clinical assessment, look at how you move right now, where you've come from, any injuries that you've had, where you want to go from a goals perspective, time frame perspective, and we develop the entire individual process for you. We build out your whole plan as far as what classes to recommend, how many times to do personal training, what your personal training program is. If you travel, we'll build out the travel program for you, nutrition program. We'll do everything for you turnkey for that first 30 days, because that is exactly what happens throughout the remainder of it.
I hear all this, and all I can hear is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It sounds like a lot of money. What is this 1 month going to cost them?
Well, because I want people to prove it, because I believe in the try it before you buy it, I'm going to give it to your people for 70% off, right? $89 for one.
What?
$89 for 1 month.
You're doing all that for a month for $89?
Because I believe too many people going to be such and such hundreds of dollars, I'm not going to get started. If I give them the just their emotional buy at $89, or $90 is the first emotional buy, price point they have to consult their spouses or their family on, $89 can make that buy today. And for the next month, you can try us out, get the results for the month, and then you can decide on the backside of that as if you want to actually continue for the year. Okay?
Okay, so let me make sure I get this straight. And I know this, but I want to hear you say this. So I joined this gym, and that whole month, like, so what it sounds like, because most gyms, they offer all this stuff, but like it's an added cost. Like, hey, I'm a part of the gym, but I want to do jujitsu. I got to pay another cost for the jujitsu class. I got to pay another cost for the yoga. I got to pay another cost for the bike class. I got to pay another cost for the run class. Like, what do I get with my membership at $89? Does
you get it all, everything. You get 5 personal training sessions, you get unlimited class participation, you get the free clinical assessment, you get 20% off of any other complimentary. You want massage, you want products, that's 20% off. But what you get for the inclusion of $89, 5 personal training sessions, you get the clinical assessment, you get unlimited class participation, you get unlimited program design, you get our access to our online nutrition program. Precision.
Do I get boxing though?
You get boxing. That comes
Do I get jiu-jitsu?
That comes in with it, man.
Hold up. You get the run class?
You get the run class.
You get the bike class?
You get the stretch class. You get strength conditioning. You get yoga. You get it all, man.
So all this comes with my membership?
All this comes with your membership. All of it.
I see why you didn't open it. I see why you didn't open it.
Look, the industry is broken, okay? The industry is always trying to sucker people in, to try to market to people. They're not giving the value for people to actually get the results, okay? We reverse engineer that. We're going to not give it to everybody. We're going to isolate and exclude. We're just going to give it to a few people, but once you're in that family, it's that family, man.
Yeah, it is. I know. I've been here for years, man.
We give you the whole dinner. We give you dessert. We give you everything.
So 65 people.
Gluten-free desserts.
Yeah. 65 people, $89 a month, everything includes. I like this. I think I can fill those slots.
65 people, come prove it to us for $89 in that first month. Then once you buy in, as far as you're committed, you love what we do, you feel like we're the place you want to be able to be at the next 2, 3, 4 years, okay? Then talk about what the next step is for you, what the next membership is.
I like that, man. I'm excited, dude. I really am, because you just put a challenge in front of me of getting 65 people, which is going to be easy because there's nothing for me to sell. I'm not selling anything. I don't work for the gym.
People are complaining to you because they can't get in because we've already gotten 65. I've got to cut it off at 65. I can't do any more, all right?
Yo, that's crazy. All right, 65 people. I'm taking it as a challenge. I'm putting this on my social media today, right now. So, guys, if you're watching this, 65 people, where do I go to get more information? You know what? That's right. You create a page. So it doesn't matter. Like, the address here, like, all that'll be in the information, cell phone, all that.
In the information, it's going to be, just so if you want to go straight to it, it's going to be theperformanceu.com/Deangelo-Williams.
Okay, so this is not like a regular gym, and I want to make sure I get as much content as possible.
True.
So this is not like a regular gym. Like I just can't come in here. I can't just pay my money and just start working out.
No. Everybody works on our program. You got to play by our rules. So we got to design the process for you. We design the process with you, all right? You can't just come in here and start throwing weights around, start doing your little karate like stuff on the Bosu ball, start jumping on the physio ball, squatting and doing all your gym tricks. That's not what we do. We do down-home, research-based, tried and true, individualized program design that what's needed in the moment that you need to work.
And I hate you guys.
Exactly.
That's why it sucks. And I get better, and I haven't gotten fat. And literally, I walk around town or I go somewhere, and it was like, yo, you look like you can still play. And I'm like,
we literally just got done with a workout, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm running right next. You're still trying at that 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm just like, I don't see it because I competed since 2017, and I'm like, was it 16? Is it 16? 17. I hadn't competed since 2017, so I'm just like, I don't see it because. Like I still have the competitive mindset, but I'm off of the whole football thing. Those my last few yards that I'll ever run will be in the yard cutting grass.
Well, I hear that all the time. People go from either college sports or high school sports, or they think that the time that they played was back in '92, and so they decided to work out again. So they just pick right back up on what they think that they know how to do, right?
Yeah.
The luxury that you all that is that good people around you. Transition from a pro environment where you had the best of the best right into a life environment where you happen to have the best of the best as well.
Right.
You got lucky to be able to transition smoothly. People don't necessarily have that luxury, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving them that luxury. Okay.
I see that.
I'm going to step right in and give them that team, give them that coaching that allows them to be able to build exactly what their program needs to be for their performance, their optimization.
This is insane, John. Like I didn't know that you.
Don't tell my accountant though. Don't tell my accountant. All right.
Yeah. It's insane because, like, a lot of gyms or a lot of places, and I'm not throwing other places under the bus, but I'm just saying from what I've heard,
sure.
It's like you do an introductory fee of, $89 for the month, you set up the program, blah, 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 and like literally they come in for like a couple days or whatever, and like at other gyms, they get their $89 and then they come in, they work out like 1 or 2 days and then they leave. The gyms just want the $89. Right. But you're literally putting a program together for people to work to better themselves. Like you're giving them the key to the city pretty much.
Absolutely.
Like I've known guys that come in here that have lost 50 pounds, 75 pounds, 100 pounds, that were athletes at the highest level and couldn't lose the weight at normal gyms, but because it's such a tight-knit family in here that we push one another and we hold each other accountable. Like, I missed a couple days and, everybody was on my butt about, yo, where you been?
Absolutely.
It's like, yo, I was sick.
Absolutely.
And it's not like we all fighting for one come and go to get better. It's like playing a football game, basketball game, competing. Like, yeah, like it's crazy because like you can leave the locker room and come in here and you're right back in the locker room.
I literally just got in the workout today.
Yeah.
So I attended the class and people were giving me crap about it as well.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen you in class in a while.
Yeah.
You guys came in rolling in 5 minutes late.
And I was like, yo, it was traffic. Somebody got pulled over. Like, and I was telling her in the car, I was like, yo, we'll get held for being 5 minutes late. But that's what I love about this gym. And I think that's what everybody else will love about it. It's all about love. I think these 65 slots won't be hard to fill at all. You're based right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. You're kind of tucked away. I like where you're tucked away at. You have showers. You just renovated. So I don't think we'll have any problem filling the 65 slots. Now, I just hope the 65 slots that are filled by 65 people that are willing to be a part of the family, because that's what this is.
That's what that first month's all about.
Yeah.
That's what that first month's all about. We have an application process for them. They have an application process for us. I wanted it to be a two-way street, two-way value.
Okay, so last thing, and then we can go. Just a little background on you, because I come in here and I'm like, you know what? John probably don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what John went to school for. I don't know what John's background is. Right? Like, look at this guy. He's probably one of those guys that did CrossFit, or not necessarily did CrossFit, was a running guy, cross-country guy, and decided, you know what, I'm going to open up a gym. Right. So what is your background? Like, why should I listen to the system that you put in place as opposed to what, our local YMCA has to offer, or what another gym or fitness center has to offer?
Man, look, I think that's a valid question, and I wish more people would ask that question.
Yeah.
Because most people just come into a gym and they don't ask, and they just say, make me better, right?
Yeah.
But in the all reality, the fitness industry right now has zero licensing. It has zero qualification as to who are the true pros.
What?
Yeah. Look, you and I could go right now on the internet and get ourselves a certification for you, and you can start training tomorrow. Actually, you know what? You don't need a certification. Nobody cares. Nobody asks, right? So that's what the majority of the industry is doing right now, right? So for me and all of our coaches here, we came from not just a certification that is tried and true, where you have to actually apply your knowledge into the coaching model, but we all come from the background of education. We're all undergrads in exercise science. We all we're professional athletes or collegiate athletes.
Yes.
We all come from the idea and the mentality that the mentorship and the continued learning, we have a little mindset here in the staff that says that we are the best at getting better. So nobody's done learning here. So for me, I was a professional soccer player, collegiate soccer player, ended up retiring in 2006 just because I didn't have the mentality to be a pro. Turned it over to be a coach. Ended up undergrad sport in exercise science, became a sports scientist, traveled the world with some big time names as a mentor, apprenticed under them, and be able to learn every detail to what the people at the highest levels of professional athletics were actually doing as best practices. The problem is, you learned this, that you got everything as a pro, right?
Yes, everything as a pro.
You got every bit of nutrition, you got every bit of strength and conditioning, you got every bit of recovery, you got every bit of medical and therapy, but that was just isolated to you. So what does the general population actually receive? Now, they're not a part of a multi-million-dollar organization, so they don't typically get those types of education and expertise. And plus, anybody that comes out of exercise science programs or sport science programs, they typically just want to work with pros. Well, we kind of take the opposite approach. We want to bring that professional mentality, what you guys are typically just having at the professional organization, and we bring it to the masses.
That's why you throw so much stuff in with
exactly.
That it makes sense now. It makes sense now.
So if you need recovery, we've got the Normatec and we've got the game ready stuff to go right into the recovery. If you need to physician, if you're injured, if you got an ache or pain, you got a chronic issue, you see the physician. We're actually in the physician's office right now.
Yeah. So that means I can't not show up for a workout. Like if I schedule
no
right,
excuse.
because everything's here.
No excuse.
You come here to get.
In-house.
You're the best at getting better, so you need to come here to get better.
And you know what? In Charlotte, that's what the trainers are all doing. They're coming here to get better because we hold continuing education right here in our facility. Any given weekend and any given month, you'll see certifications, workshops, seminars in our facility training the trainers, training PTs, training chiropractors, because we are the education center as well. So
that is
we
crazy.
are coaching the coaches, and we are coaching the masses as well, right?
So if you're going anywhere else, you've coached them already.
Yeah, they're already coming from us. So that's good anyway. They're already coming from us.
So if you want to eliminate the middleman, you basically say, "Oh, I get it. It makes sense." So that's what all those coaches and stuff. I've seen them in here, but I never knew what they were because I just kind of.
The best of the best are working out of here. The best of the best come to work out of here. The best of the best are coming to partner up with us. Now, we aren't the end all be all, right?
Right.
But we believe that we've reached out and made the contacts with the best people in Charlotte.
Yes.
Whether it's physicians, PTs, chiropractors, other fitness professionals that are running our classes.
Yes.
You know, BJJ, boxing, our yoga professionals, pop-up fitness classes. Those are all the best of the best in Charlotte already. We've already reached out and touched base with them to be able to come in and be a partner in this process. So we don't just believe in we are the best. We believe together we are better. All right. So we reach out and grab and we help and we assist and we want to really create this community that's not just developing little pockets of niches of good quality training everywhere, but we bring it here in our house, in this epicenter, this movement center that we call Performance Unlimited.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna see if I can fill the 65 spots.
Let's do it, man.
There shouldn't be no reason because, I feel like a new day's resolution is a lot better than a New Year's resolution. It's funny too. I just want you to just talk a little bit about, like, I felt like you were supposed to be interviewing me, but I turned into this interviewing you because, yeah, I know, right? Like, it's funny because I sit here and, I've been working out with you forever. So, I've tried to work out other places and it's just not the same because, you want to be on the elliptical and somebody else on the treadmill and be able to have a conversation with them, actually know their name as opposed to seeing them every few months because, they don't show up or what have you. But, I have this question again for you. So I just lost my train of thought because I was, let me pause and get it together. I don't know where I was going with that now. I completely forgot, like just blanked on me.
Let's keep rolling.
But the question I guess that I want to ask you is okay, I come in here, I go through the assessment for the month. You offer me BJJ, you offer me a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Because that sounds like.
I got Fernando Lourvira.
Right. You got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You got all this stuff that you're throwing at them because you was once a professional and you had all those given to you.
Yes.
So you're basically giving them to the public to get them better.
But I'm not a pro anymore, man.
Right. You're not a pro.
I'm living life. I'm trying to fight the same fight that you're
right. Yeah. We're definitely fighting the same fight. And I appreciate that. I'm very excited about these 65 people, getting them in, getting them through this process. Again, I do not work for this gym. This is not an advertisement. This is not anything. You said you just wanted to sit down and talk to me, get caught up because I have been working out with you forever. You've never asked me for an interview. You never talked to me from a standpoint of wanting to do something outside of the gym. So I really appreciate you opening it up to 65 people, because I know you don't do this because you like to protect the community that you have here with the pro athletes that you have. But is there anything else? Because I see literally see a ton of freaking soccer players come through here, both professionally and amateur, because I understand that that's your background. So what are you doing there? Because literally, like, it's not pockets. Like, they're like full schools. Like, I feel like you have a full school system, or like a league or something that's going on with that.
We do work with the youth sports performance side as well.
Like all of them.
Yeah, we do have a large population of youth as well. We go 8 to 18 from the youth side, collegiate and professional, from the sports performance. But you know, we basically have two umbrellas to our company. We've obviously been talking about the adult side of things. We call it the performance fitness side. But the performance sports side really focuses on the middle school and high school athlete. So it's the same type of vision, adding as much value in as possible to the youth sports performance as well. We believe the same hurdles actually go into the youth. They're burning out quickly. They're specializing too fast. They're not getting the right information from every aspect of athleticism at the right key ages for them to have a positive experience, so that they can actually take that away from the field of court and actually live life with all the characteristics that you and I built from sports: the discipline, the leadership, the communication, all the things that we know that are going to carry us through being the best people for this world. We want to develop that in our program, and we make sure that that happens in our program as well. So same type of process, man. You come in, you get an assessment depending on your age. We start our assessments at 13 years old, but we come in and get an assessment with our director or one of our performance specialists. We see what your strengths and weaknesses are. We build up the program specific for you, and we develop, that leadership and movement ability all kind of in one. So we don't just leave one for the other. We want to build the character of the person themselves that happen to play sports, and we build them as an athlete as well.
And I think that's what I love about this gym and coming here, is the fact that it's not, you don't treat us like a hat where it's one size fit all, the flex fit. No. Like, it's not one size fit all. It's being the best at getting better. Like, you can't do that with a one size fit all mentality. Like, you customize everything, whether it's from a youth level or from an adult level, and you make it seem, not necessarily make it seem, but you know that you can teach old dogs new tricks.
Absolutely, 1,000%. We see it every day, from 50 to 65-year-old people being able to come in here and run again, play golf again. A guy that we actually have had for about a year now came to us, basically locked up, couldn't even, he's a medical professional, couldn't even perform his actual work day in and day out because he had debilitating back pain. His love of his life was to play golf. Right? Couldn't go out and actually hit the range. Okay? Our goal was not necessarily to make him lose 10, 15 pounds. Maybe he should have, but we wanted to listen to him and what his goals were. His goals were, look, success to me is me being able to go out and play 18 holes again. Okay? 6 months later, he was playing 18 holes. Now, he wasn't swinging for the fences, but he was back at it, walking, being able to pull the cart, being able to enjoy life again, because that's the biggest piece to that longevity approach that you already talked about, what your goals are. Okay? If you don't enjoy life, okay, you're not going to live very long. Okay? If you don't have that love, that passion, that connection with the things you do and the people you're around, you're not going to be around for very long. Okay?
So
it's not about what we want for you, it's about what you want for yourself, and we try to match those up to develop what the process is, the journey is for you to actually achieve.
So we're not trying to achieve unrealistic goals.
Oh, absolutely not. My first thing is to paint the reality in people. That's what that first month is. And it's twofold. One-fold is we're going to go into a subjective understanding of I'm the expert and you're the client. That's why you're here, right? Okay. So a lot of people try to come in and they tell me what to do, right? Okay. I want to do this class. I want to eat this food, and I want to be able to work out this many times per week. And I'm sitting there looking at them like, okay. And what was your goals again? I don't think those things quite match up. All right, so I want the change of mindset to be able to come in here and be able to be open and understand, hey, look, this I'm submitting to you. I'm going to get uncomfortable, all right, a little bit, and be open-minded to exactly what you feel like I need to do, but I'm going to tell you what I want out of this, right? These are the results. That's on you, okay? You tell me what you want. I get to tell you what and how to actually get there. Now we got to match up to get the process going forward, okay?
Right. So I come in here. I say the goal is to lose, 100 pounds.
It'll work, man.
So my goal is to lose lose 100 pounds, and I say I want to lose that 100 pounds like in a year. Can I do that?
It's possible.
Right.
It's possible.
Right.
But
So
are you willing to live the lifestyle that it's
right.
gonna take?
That's what I'm getting. So I say I want to lose 100 pounds, and you say, well, you got to come in, 5 days a week. You got to do this. You got to do that.
Change this lifestyle. You got to
Right.
change this connection.
So how, if I say, yeah, I want to lose 100 pounds, I come in, I lose 40 or 50, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing 40 or 50. 100, I want to do that, but I kind of like where I'm at 40, 50 because I'm tired of all the workouts. I'm tired of having to eat, the food that I got to eat, living the lifestyle that I'm living. But I see the changes. I'm happy. So instead of a year, I dropped that in 9 months. Right. And I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm okay with settling. Yeah. As a trainer, are you okay with that? Or as the leader of, this goal setting? Because that's what happened to people. They do it all the time. They get comfortable where they are because the work now is like, yes. So where do you feel like you could come to push me over that hump? Because a lot of people that's gonna come through that door, I would say more than half of the 65, whether it's my group or another group, are eventually gonna get comfortable with where they are and say, you know what, I think this is better than the ultimate goal that I wanted to reach. Absolutely. How can you get me over that hump? Because I know there's people out there that work out every day that haven't lost weight and they're just like, what am I doing wrong? Right. And then you can come in, point out what they're doing wrong, and they don't necessarily follow your plan, but they follow aspects of the plan. Right. Yeah. So how can you get me over that hump?
Yeah. So first off, one of the biggest killers in life is complacency. Right?
Yes.
Being able to live up to expectations. Expectations, as our guy Jeremy Boone would say, is not something you strive for. Expectations are what literally the minimum standard you should be doing. Okay? So when you come in and you talk to me about an original goal in that first 30 days, that's great. We're going to set that as a mark. That may be a long-term goal. We may set some short-term goals along the way, some key performance indexes. 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you come to me and you're like, look, you know what? What it's taken to get me here is not what I want to continue to do for the rest of my life or what I want to continue to do for the next 6 months. I'm good with where I am. That's okay. But we need to reevaluate with that mindset of the best at getting better. If you're not going to have that same weight loss goal, what other aspect are we trying to optimize? Okay? Do we need to optimize your stress management, your sleep, your nutrition, your connection with the relationships around you? How can we optimize every other aspect of your life or some other aspect of your life while you're good in maintaining maybe that exercise or that movement component? It's okay to not be 100% at everything all the time. In fact, that can typically be a little bit dangerous. We believe in what's called a push-button mentality. So the mindset is, if you're traveling, you travel a lot, right? Yeah. So if you're traveling overseas for the next 2-3 weeks, right? The idea for you to be able to obviously come to the gym is impossible, but the idea for you to be able to work out may even be not realistic the same way you would. Yeah. But does that mean that you can't continue to optimize or continue to get better? No, we got to change the mentality. Does that mean that we got to work a little bit harder and program for you on nutrition? Do we need to program for you on a little meditation, a little mindfulness? Do we need to program for you on a little bit of a connection or a different type of movement program? Maybe it's not a strength program. Maybe we flip it and we're going into more of a conditioning approach this time. So the ebb and flow of individualization is going back to that one size fits all. If you're okay, and the problem with one size fits all is it's easy to walk away from that. Right? Yeah. It's easy to get complacent in that. It's easy to really not feel connected to that because everybody else is doing the same thing and it's not really speaking to the passion and the presence of what you want. But if we individualize everything every month and allow you to be able to recommit yourself and reevaluate exactly what you need, then you have to always make sure that you're, again, reconnecting with exactly what you want for the next 30 days and then the next 30 days and continue to be the best that you can be every day. It's that new day resolution. What do I need to be today? Who do I need to be today, right?
Yeah, and that's what I really hated, because I do travel a lot, and you guys send me workouts through text messages and through emails, and I'm like, yo, I'm on vacation. But you'll hit me with your workouts aren't on vacation. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just like, dang it, now I can't not do it. And then you want us to post pictures or video, and it's just like you don't want to let, the gym down. It's like you're working out for yourself to better yourself, but because there's a community around you, you don't want to let them down.
Even in personal training, why have one personal trainer that you're at the mercy of, right? That guy or girl, that personal trainer goes out of town, then what? Then you're still ready to work out. That person's out of town. Where do you go? What do you do? Okay, why not have a team of people around you, a team of pros, the best in their field, to be able to multiply their effect for each other and design the program so that when you come in, doesn't matter who it is. Is it Billy? Is it Dylan? Is it me? Whoever is coming in and actually going to train you because they know the program, they know the design of it to be able to get you what you need. That's crazy.
And I just want to let everybody know, he's given me the responsibility of getting the 65 people here. So it's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
When you get here, this is not one of those, hey, I want to meet celebrities.
No.
I want to hang out with them.
No, you're
this
gone.
is not that. Yeah.
You're gone if that's the case.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're
This is purely for you to get better. And this is, I feel like this is a golden opportunity. This is Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and this is a 65 golden tickets. Like instead of 5, there's 65.
That's it.
So because of that, like, I hope you guys take advantage of it. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, because there's so much going on here, dude. Look, like, I'm excited about it.
Look, I don't trust just anybody, okay?
Yeah.
I trust the family that we have in here, and the only people that I want to continue to come in here are the people that my people enjoy, the people that my people value, all right?
Yes.
So I'll open it up to you, see who we get, and we'll earn the right, and we'll see if we can get some people to impact.
I'm excited. We're definitely going to do that. Thanks, Jeff.